The Ruins of Skaro set is a must-buy for eager Whovians who are die-hard collectors and huge fans of the classic era. In the previous video I noted that 40 quid was a good asking price of this online exclusive from Character Options, which also happens to be a good army builder. However, this is also the downside, because if you want to army build Daleks and Movellans, you're going to need a shitload of cash. The box is impressive, it goes in line with the B&M releases. It's nice to see the backdrop reinstated for this, with an image of the Movellan HQ. The back is also pretty neat, there's plenty of info dumping, as well as a picture of the figures, courtesy of Paul Gibbs. I believe this is a first for the Doctor Who figure line in all the time I've been collecting. You can follow Paul at this handle, and while you're at it, feel free to follow yours truly on Twitter and subscribe. The Movellans are easily the highlight of this set. The figures are more or less brand new sculpts, from the heads to the outfits, which look like a product of 1979. The face sculpts of both of these are outstanding, both resembling actors who portrayed a couple of these in the story. The new technique used for the skin tone works very well with these characters. Even the hands look more realistic. This is the way forward for this line. Keeping with the heads, I love the silver disco hair, including the braids on the back. The costumes are nicely detailed, matching their look from 1979, and I like the extra bits of detail on the shoulders, and the silver neck braces and the utility belts, the latter of which has a small peg which acts as a holster for the guns, which are the accessories in this set. The guns are fine, they look weird and match what was on screen. They're nicely sculpted. I like the pink translucent plastic around the barrel, as well as the handle inside, which fits surprisingly well in the Movellan's hand. Honestly, these figures caught me off guard. I did not expect much, but I love the amount of detail that went into these, with two fantastic head sculpts. The articulation is something. You have extra swivel action at the shoulders, but you can't really do much due to the torches that they have. The heads barely move due to their mop heads, and the elbows, the biceps, the hips and thighs are limited too, due to the nature of the sculpt. The knees end up being the easiest joints to move. The Bomber Dalek in this set is something which many others will consider as the best thing going for it. It's a re-release of a sought-after figure from 2009. As someone who owns the original, this is why I view the Movellans as the set highlight, but I can't deny, this Dalek is fantastic. The next section has been totally revised, along with the sculpt of the bombs. The head bulbs have also been updated. Having the two of them alongside each other is great. You can see what a difference the revisions can do. I love the scuff marks painted on the fender to make it look like this guy has been chilling on the quarry. As for what it can do, it's a Dalek figure. Now say it with me. Head can turn, eye can move up and down, plunger and whisk can do a 360-degree turn, and the Dalek runs on 3 wheels. After close inspection of these figures, I can safely say that this is one of my favourite Character Online exclusives. I reiterate that this is a must-buy for Whovians due to the high quality of detail that has been put in with these two new Movellans. And finally, a re-release of that Bomber Dalek. The asking price of 40 quid is good, but as I say, if you want an army build, then this can be a problem. Not a complaint of the figures themselves, but more on the way of the world, the economy, and the fact that in the long run, the scalpers always find the way.